Two things are true. That is what your message is today. Two things are true. And part of this message comes with, you may have had the ghosts of Christmas past. Or, you know, something is from your past caught your attention. And it's making you realise that there are two things are true, and two things can be true in a particular situation. So we're going to find out, what is this situation that's showing up in your life right now that you have kind of experienced past from. For many of you, I feel like you may have caught a glimpse of somebody from the past. It could be a friend or an ex or a family member. And something about seeing something about this person has made you reminisce. It's made you think about the past, made you think about maybe what could I have done differently, or, you know, remembering about a situation in the past that you feel like, I wish that hadn't have happened. But two things are true. It needed to happen in that moment where you were at that point in your life, the version of you that you were. But now, as the person you are now, yes, that wouldn't happen. So that's the two things that are true. But also, it did need to happen in order for you to be the person you are right now, to have gone through the growth that you've gone through. So you'll know if I'm talking to you, if the cards start to resonate with what we're saying here. So gate of opportunities. Pass through the gate of opportunities where new paths unfurl with boundless potential. This situation from the past, it may have been a crossroads in your life where you had an opportunity and you took that opportunity because you didn't see another way. I'm talking to somebody that was very switched off in their sacral center. You weren't feeling, you weren't enthused, you weren't, sorry, enthused, not infused, not a tea bag. You were feeling like your energy was just off, not there. And you had to have this opportunity. You had to take this chance. But in doing that, I feel like that could have hurt somebody in your life. That could have upset someone. Or you might be thinking like, well, if I hadn't have gone there, what could have been? What would have been? So, you know, I'm talking to you if that sounds like how you're feeling right now. We have scales of balance. So seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. Two things are true. You created balance in understanding that two things are true. It's okay to know that you had to walk away from something. And it's okay to feel like, you know, sometimes I wish I hadn't. You know, it's a bit like if you know, say, for instance, if you love someone, but you know that being with that person is hurting you in some way, or it's not working for you, but you still love that person. Two things can be true. You love them, but you can't be with them. So it's that kind of energy. I'm talking to somebody who would resonate with that. So we're trying to heal now around this feeling of loss. It is definitely about relationships. It's something to do with a relationship in your life. And the disappointment I feel from you is it's made you feel like you can't trust yourself in relationships. But Wyrd just came out there with Airwas, which is talking about a new relationship. So if your query is about the loss of a relationship and maybe there's some regret over that, or there's some disappointment over that, I do feel that there is a relationship coming in for you that is going to bring harmony and healing. Now, the reason that this reminiscent thought is coming up from the past, or you've seen what you've seen these ghosts coming up from the past, it's basically to signal like, you know, this is like a redo. This is your chance to have another go at something. And that is what Perthrow is talking about. You have the opportunity to take a risk, take a chance to redo something from the past, is what I feel. So let's get into the cards. So what advice do we have for you surrounding this situation? Because I feel like this opportunity is coming back around again. You left and took a different opportunity, but an opportunity to reconnect with something from your past is coming. And yes, understandably, you're querying it. Those two things are true. You're unsure. Yeah, because you querying like, what would I get out of this? Why would I want this? Five of Swords is somebody who's very up in their head. And it's kind of like, it can be, you know, mind over matter in particular situations. So you're very up in your head about it. And you're trying to be logical about things on this, but I'm not sure that you are necessarily a logical person. Queen of Wands energy kind of suggests to me that this is getting you in the feels. It's sort of, it makes you feel hot under the collar. I do feel like I'm talking to somebody that's having feelings about someone else. You've been in this Queen of Wands energy, I feel like, since this opportunity came through. The whole growth that you've been through has brought you into this, okay? But there's a side to it that made you feel like you lost something big because of it. Or, you know, your ability to move on from something isn't there, even though you're looking great and you've grown so much from this. There's something still holding that feeling over you of like stagnation or inability to move on, because this is on your mind heavily. So what is the next step in this situation? What's going to happen? Because right now you're just in this reminiscing stage, thinking about things. Okay. So if there was conflict with this person, with this situation, that's going to end. So if you haven't spoken to this person for some time, like for years, it feels like everything's been burned under the bridge. Like it's not even going to be an issue. So if you were to approach this person, they wouldn't say piss off or anything like that. They would hear you out. They'd want to know what you were talking about, what you were saying. Eight of Cups on the bottom in the reverse suggests if you are thinking of reconnecting with this person, it's showing up as, yeah, you can do that. It is going to be an opportunity for you. So when we had that opportunity card, the Gate of Opportunities, when you took a different road, you thought that had broken everything, burnt the bridge, and made it impossible to ever come back from that. But no, something in your energy, the timeline that you're on, wants something to be put back into balance, and it's surrounding this person and your relationships. Now, what I'm getting on this with the two things are true, this could be reminiscing about somebody from the past, but not specifically the person who you will be getting into a relationship with. It feels like it could be that this person has popped up because there's some healing around what was left unsaid there when you took this opportunity. But there is definitely, it feels like for some of you, a new relationship coming in, but for others of you, it could be that you are reconnecting with this person to be in a relationship with them. So I feel like there's two things are true and two different collectives here as well. Okay, we've got Death in the reverse position. So this is what the reminiscing is all about. There's some kind of sentimental attachment going on. You haven't really ever let go. You do sometimes think about this person, think about this situation, but I feel like you've either seen them on social media or you've seen something about them somewhere, and it's made you think about your part you played in that time, and it's made you think about them. And I feel like you're looking at them and thinking, you're looking great, you're looking really good, you look like you're doing really well, and you want to just catch up, have a coffee. And, you know, it doesn't even mean that it needs to go any further than that. You don't need to be all pally and best mates and things or in a relationship with this person. It's just more catching up with them and knowing that they're okay. And that shows you the level of growth that you have come through. Now, you will have to make a decision very soon, because I feel like this person will either reach out to you or you're going to feel called to reach out to them. Oh yeah, sorry. I thought I'd just read that card, wasn't it? But I didn't. Nine of Wands in the reverse position. So you've both done a lot of healing. You've both been through a lot. And I see an image of two people seeing each other across the street and just holding each other and crying. It's like you both wanted this, or however many people are involved in this, you've wanted this situation to be the way it is, but you've both held back from contacting each other. But there's still love there. There's still feeling there. Still a desire. Yeah. You've got to make that. Two things are true. You've got to understand that. If this reading resonates with you, please do drop me a DM to book in a personalised reading. I hope you have a wonderful